Hi everyone, my name is Tsepo. You can call me T. Tell me where you're joining from. I'm looking forward to having a good time with you today. For the past few weeks, I shared my story. We talked about the three money traps. We talked about automations. And today I want to share about this blueprint that I have chosen. It is actually called the Freedom Formula Blueprint. The name just gives it away as to what it is about. And yes, indeed, this is a business. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a scam. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not an MLM. If you don't know what is MLM, it's not a multi-level marketing something. So where do I actually begin? Tonight, I'm going to share the blueprint I chose and why I started with this proven system and why it made more sense for me than trying to build my own thing from scratch. Normally, if you go online and search, some will tell you you have to get this from somewhere else, get that from somewhere else, and bring them together so that you build your own thing. And the reason I chose the blueprint is because, like many other people, I thought online was very difficult. I thought you had to create a perfect course, you have to have the perfect website, the perfect logo, the perfect social media strategy. I thought I had to know everything before I could begin. That belief kept me stuck and it confused me so much. But I kept searching. I told myself, I'm not going to invest my money in something I don't understand. Maybe you felt the same way. Maybe sometimes you feel the same way about me and about the blueprint. And that's why I go live, so that I can clarify to you what this is. And also, I'm going live because I want you to see I'm a real person. I'm not AI, I'm not a bot. I am live, I am real. I know what I'm talking about. And sometimes it's not lack of ability that holds us back, it's believing we have to build everything ourselves. It's believing the wrong things that hold us back. And some of them have held us back for a very long time. And I just want to tell you that my passion is to help commission earners, to help moms, to help commission earners get a relief and prove themselves, because earning commission is very difficult. It's hard. It puts you through the winding, lonely road sometimes. It throws up, it throws you down. And if I can help commission earners get back on their feet and know and realize and remember that they have what it takes, I will be very happy. And this is why I'm sharing. So, why the blueprint? I want you to understand that the blueprint is a proven system that works on a 2-hour working day. The income earning activities are done in 2 hours. Why is that so? It's because the blueprint is a business model that was created. You just buy into it and plug in. And it was created by a mom who had 6 kids, and she was in MLM, multi-level marketing. One day, they changed the commission structure, and her income went from $7,000 to $3,000. Can you imagine? Overnight, just like that. In the insurance industry, commission, you can work and see that you're gonna end well. Somebody can decide to not pay their commission policy or cancel, and whatever figure you were looking at ending with would be gone or significantly dented. So let me talk about the 2-hour daily pay blueprint. This 2-hour day was a mom saying, I'm I have to DM people. I have to follow friends and family, asking them to buy in order to make income. The normal commission makes you the funnel. Everything runs through you. And she was tired of that. She wanted to help moms who don't know to no longer take calculators to the grocery store or to the supermarket. This is what we normally do. We have calculators on our phone. As you buy, you calculate. She wanted to stop that. And when she got this and she established a business, she said, you don't have to be working 24/7. You have to make time for your family. And that is why we talk about the 2-hour workday, where income earning activities are done in 2 hours, and it's true they are done in 2 hours because there's automations which we spoke about last week. So this is where the blueprint starts. And it is to be able to have time with your family to create memories. The truth is, nobody is here on this earth forever. But what do you leave? Do you want that when you're no longer there, your family will look back and say, he lived for his job, or she lived for her job? All that matters were clients. I remember as my children were growing up, there was a time when they used to complain about me, saying that I don't give them time. I run for my family, for my clients, because when somebody sends a WhatsApp, all you're thinking is income. And then you end up violating the rules of your own home, the rules that you created. You say on the dinner table we don't use cell phone, but you end up using cell phone because you're just thinking, if I don't respond to this one, I know that if I respond later, they're gonna respond to me in 2 days. So while they're still here, let me catch them. Thinking about commission, you become a slave to that commission. It's not your fault, it's what has been handed to us. We were taught that hard work is what gets you forward in life. But the times have changed. We are seeing that education, hard work, somewhere they tend to fail, and instead they enslave you. You become their slaves. All that you do is feed them, and at the end of the day, you end up exhausted, overwhelmed, and the life they promised from that hard work is not there. You don't get to experience, and hence we talk about the 2-hour workday. And I want to make a comparison of why I didn't go the traditional path and I went the freedom path with a business that is already made. When you start something from scratch, it has a lot of time, it consumes your energy, you have to look for resources. But if you can get a system that is pre-built for you, it's easier for you to start. The traditional path is get one job, whereas the freedom path is learn a new skill. And honestly speaking, as I'm talking here on live, the things that we learned at school, we used to debate, we used to make short speeches, and those things that we were taught at school, you repurpose that learning while you learn new skills. That when I speak on social media, let me remember the public speaking uh, uh, guidelines that I was given when I was at school. And that helps you because you now take what you've learned, you are repurposing it into your business, and then you can talk on social media. And then as you do it, you become better, you become more confident. So instead of having one job, I chose to learn a new skill. I am learning a whole lot of skills, let me tell you. I was not a social media person because I was always working. I did not have time to go on social media. The only social media that I knew was WhatsApp and YouTube. And even YouTube, I just went there. I used it as a resource place and music place. That's what I was watching. So when I got here, the thought of being on camera, making videos, was scary. I felt my heart beat like it would beat out of my chest. But I decided the fear of a camera versus staying stuck, which fear is better? I was more afraid of being at the same place at the end of the year. And I started shaky. If you can see my first videos, you can see that I was scared. When I used to listen to them, I would hear my breathing was so heavy. But look at me today. I have learned. When I say I am learning, I am changing, I am more confident. I know what I am doing. I know I don't know everything yet, but what I have done, what I have allowed myself to go through, conquering the fear, has helped me see that I can still do it. And then, secondly, the traditional path is one paycheck, the online path is freedom because there's multiple income streams. Yes, when you start with the blueprint. You are given this product to sell. But as you learn the strategies and you continue learning inside it, you learn how to create your own digital product. You learn about affiliate marketing and the other things. The traditional path goes limited choices, whereas the online has more choices. It creates more choices. And the traditional path has a lot of financial stress that anyone who earns, whether it's salary, whether it's commission, it has stress because it is limited. And you cannot stretch it even if you do overtime. Overtime, your body can take so much and no further. I speak from experience. I used to grind, I used to push, I used to survive on very little sleep. And probably my body want me, but I was too busy chasing targets and commission. I did not hear it. And by the time I decided to go to the doctor to check, I didn't feel very sick. But I was scared when I was told you've got a tumor and it's big. We cannot treat, we have to operate. And the operation was long. So I know what it is like to chase targets, to chase commission, to chase a job. And when I invite, it's because I can see this is working. So the four things is that one job versus new skills, one paycheck versus multiple income streams, limited choices versus more choices, that you can create financial stress versus more freedom. Because this blueprint is flexible. It was created by a mom for that flexibility to work around your life. You can start it at any level. You can start it at the lowest level. You can do it while you're still chasing your commission. But as you work it and work it, you start seeing the difference and you will push more for it. In this freedom formula, you learn high income digital skills. It's not ordinary. You become the CEO of your own company. You remove the mentality of being an employee. But when you earn on commission, you know that if you don't earn, you don't eat. So you enhance on that. You learn how to use social media and free ads on the internet. You learn how to market your business. You are taught step by step. And you use a pre-built simple automated system, which I explained last week. And you have experienced, though if you've given me your email and gotten the freedom formula blueprint, that was through automation. It was not me pressing buttons and waiting for you. That happens while I'm busy doing other things. And the other thing is you build multiple income streams. There are four things that the blueprint teaches you. It teaches you high income digital skills, social media and free ads strategies, how to use them, how to use a pre-built automated system because you still have to connect it and customize it to you. For how to build multiple income streams. And let me take this opportunity to say, even now, the multiple income streams you can still have even with the freedom formula blueprint. We have the 100, the 300, the 600, the 900, and the 1400. And only the 100 gives you income of 100. Everything else is more than one. What makes this beginner friendly is that you don't have to have a huge social media following before you start. There's no cold calling or cold messaging, no DMs. There is weekly live mentoring. Like now, I come from one and I am charged up because today we were informed that we can customize the freedom formula blueprint to our own businesses. So I will be now learning how to do it, asking and receiving tech help. You learn one step at a time. There's no paid advertising required to get started. You leverage on social media. There are billions of people on social media. You are not restricted to one type of social media. There's no pressuring of friends or family to buy your product. And there's a supportive community of over 60,000 people. So, what makes the Legacy Builders program different? What makes this blueprint different is that a typical opportunity, you would have to build your own product or funnel from scratch. But here it's a proven done for you product that is working. In a a typical opportunity, you would have to figure it all out alone with little or no real mentorship. If you get mentorship, it will be someone that you are paying money to mentor, to give you that mentorship. Here we have weekly live mentorship and coaching. And at this point, I want to explain and clarify that in the Legacy Builders program, once you've bought, there's no monthly fees that you pay. In the typical opportunity, you would have to recruit friends or family to earn. Here, there's no recruiting, there's no DMing. In a typical opportunity, you make a small commission. As commission earners, we know you bring the whole cake to the insurance company, you get given a slice. Here, in the blueprint, you keep 100% of the profit. If you buy a $600 product, entry level, then you can sell for 600, for 300, and for 100. And you don't share it with anyone. It gets directly paid to you. There's no queries, income queries here. When somebody purchases from you, it goes directly to your bank account. And that's where the automation helps. It comes in because you connect your own pay gates, your own business account there. So, what I want to address that you're probably thinking is that I don't have experience. You don't need experience to start with a blueprint. The other query can be I don't have time. You just need 2 hours, and that 2 hours doesn't have to be a straight 2 hours. When you have 15 minutes there, you have 30 minutes there, you have 20 there, it is flexible. And like I said in the beginning, this is not MLM. It's not a kind of MLM. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business that helps you create income. You learn skills, you create the income. Maybe you're scared. You're thinking, I've tried other things before and they didn't work. Yes, this is part of life. In life, we go through things, we learn. When we fall, we get up. And the reason I'm live is to tell you that this one works. As long as you're willing to work it, you're willing to learn, you're willing to listen and follow instructions. And like I said, what if I don't have a following? You don't need a following. I just told you I was not on social media. I started this channel from scratch and now I'm beginning to see it grow. And there are many successful six-figure income earners in the Legacy Builders program with this blueprint. The business model is a proven, pre-built automated system, nothing to create from scratch. There are 5 beginner-friendly programs to choose from. The 100, the 300, the 600, the 900, and the 1,500. There is step-by-step training on digital and attraction marketing. The exact sales process members use to turn viewers into customers. And that's you are trained to turn your viewers into customers. There is support. There's a weekly live mentorship course. It's currently happening every Monday. Every Monday. It's a private community of entrepreneurs of over 60,700 people who don't know each other, but we are all helping each other. You just ask in the community, where can I get this? Somebody will point it to the right direction. And it has a clear blueprint, step by step, how to learn, what to do next. You are never in a situation where you say, what's next? Where do I start? And if you find yourself overwhelmed, you just talk to the person you purchased from and they will give you that guidance. So that's always you always know your next step. If there's anything that I've said that has caught your attention today, Send me your email or ask right now. And remember, this is a safe place to start. As a person who's recovering, and I was able to do this blueprint, you can. Age is not an issue as long as you are willing to learn. Thank you for your time. This is the blueprint explained in detail.